PlayStation Tariff Refund fan and a Mexican lawmaker is pretty mad at Sony for its physical games. Oh,
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Brothers coming high and eat obscene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fernie's trading people where their skin. All recent gaming gold, rates and pay top mean. Good morning, coming moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin!
good morning, everybody. Also tuning in, even the crazy one. Wish you all beautiful and awesome Wednesday chats. Good morning. What's up? What's cooking? We have Eric, Run Eric. He says, Louis, more Xbox today. 007 and Alan Wake 2 sweet. Hey, why so serious? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Gogo Poe, good morning. Good morning, King 1008 K1X. What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yubei, what's up, man? Good morning. He says, the important to know that any tariff refunds are illegally the property of who paid them at the port of entry, which in this case is Sony. Consumers have no legal right to these refunds. But they are suing the hell out of Sony for this, though. let's read more about it. In just a few minutes. We're gonna get into it and see what is going on. Oh, look who's here, Mister Wandering Dutch. He says Louis smiles. Damn. The sad part is that he right though. He right. How is he right? Because right now the humidity in this country is super high, and no matter how many showers I take, and I'm telling you, chat, I took a shower 20 minutes ago, and I'm already sweating. I'm not kidding you. I took a shower, and right now I'm scrubbing like 3 or 4 times my body because the damn humidity is insane, and I am sweating. I'm not kidding you. I already got sweat all over me, and it just took a shower. And yes, I do stink a little bit. Yeah, that's yeah. He had to bring that up today. Yeah, sucks. Yeah, Chad. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm just sad that Time for shower number 435 of the day. Seriously, I'm thinking about it. Yep. Taking 500 showers a day, but still that won't stop the heat from this place, man. It's too hot. It's too hot. You want to know how hot it is, Dutch? I'm not kidding you. We did a mold test in this house 2 days ago. And the level of spores that we have is between 3,000 and 10,000. So pretty much sitting at 8,000. We have 8,000 spores running around. Not only this room, the room where I sleep, the room next door, like literally half of the apartment is full of spores. So now we have to go ahead and eliminate all them spores. Nintendo and Costco also being sued. Both said legally consumers have no legal right to tariff to refunds. Yep. There have been 0 cases in the U.S. history where someone has successfully sued to get tariff refunds from a company. Draw, says bro boy. So let's get into it, baby. Let's talk about PlayStation's big tariff refund. Interesting. Yep, that's me like always going, because every time I see stuff like this, I go, Yep. That's what I do, chat. All right, so let's get into it, baby. Let's get into it. So it says here, PlayStation's big tariff refund plus the case of missing GTA 6 previews. What? Huh. Sony estimates it will receive 80 billion, 508 million in tariff refunds from the United States government in the wake of Supreme Court ruling in February that the global levies imposed by Trump administration were illegal. Hmm. Most of the refund will be recouped by Sony's gaming division, company chief financial officer Lin Tao. Oh, ah, Lin Tao. Yep. The one lady nobody likes out there. I like her though. Yeah, she makes him mad. The 2025 tariff contributed to Sony's decision to raise price on hardware and accessories. It has increased the cost of the base PS5 that cost 500 in early 2025 to 550 in August 2025, and up again in 650 in April 2026. So, but wait a minute. So you guys increased the price because of the tariff situation. Yeah, you increased because of the RAM crisis. Why don't you lower the damn price? Take those $50 off since you guys, it was an illegal move that they did though. Assholes. Sony's executive said last week that about 70% of the tariff refund, that'd be 56 million or so. This coffee's good. I got a new coffee creamer. French vanilla with zero sugar and everything. Man, it tastes delicious. I gotta say though, damn. So, neighbor drew quarter and the most went to the games division. The refund has been a boon for the bin counters at the Tokyo headquarters giant. It's cited as one of the key factors that compel Sony to increase its operating income forecast for the current year by 10%. Other factors were foreign exchange and rates and improvements in cost. The refunds, while directly paid by U.S. government, originally were paid by consumers in the U.S. Uh-oh. Who bought the tariff hike goods from Sony and other companies. Some of those consumers have sued Sony and other corporations saying the refunds should be passed to them. In April, did I say April? Sorry about that. In April, gamers filed a class action claim against Nintendo, accusing the company of illegally enriching itself. Should it keep the refunds for the illegal tariffs rather than pass them on to consumers? Last month, Nintendo replied in court, saying it had no legal obligation to distribute the refunds to its customers. Those who bought Nintendo products receive exactly what they bargained and paid for: a console game, and or accessory at the price in which parties agreed. Multiple similar class action claims brought by PlayStation gamers against Sony were recently consolidated into the case. Sony is slated to respond to the combined lawsuit later this month. Coffee Mate? No, it was not Coffee Mate. So they made a new creamer. I don't know what the name is, but it has zero sugar, zero stuff like that. So it's good for me because I can't, yeah. Sports are like PS fanboys. They in fact annoy the hell out of me. Covered in wildfire smoke today, 95 degrees with 90% humidity, feels gross. Oh shit, man. Take care of yourself, man. I mean, forest fires are nothing to be joking about, man. Shit, take care of yourself. It would be possible to know who paid how much towards the tariffs. Refunds are simply not possible. How much of the price increase was tariffs? How much was increased cost of business? How much of the currency exchange? How much was chip increase? Impossible to sort. Megan Target, he said. Megan Target, sorry. Evening, Louis and the Bloody Mary. Yep. Bloody Mary in the background. Wonder Dust says would open a massive economic crash if it passed, because all of these companies affected, regardless of the sector, will have to pay it back. Yep. A mystery. More Sony notes. Sony said that a revised forecast for operating income this year would have been higher, if not for adjustments to the FY26 first-party title roadmap. That suggests the cancellation or delayed games expansions out of the 12-month period ending March 2027. Sony's slate for the current fiscal year includes two very big first-party games: September's Marvel superhero adventure Wolverine from Insomniacs, as well as God of War: Lao Fade, which recently was announced for February 2027. Disc. Oh shit. Here we go with the disc. Uh oh. Uh oh. Yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. The ones that are dust though, they the ones that don't have the that they have dust. If you light like a match to it, it turns into fire. Like literally, causes a big ass fire. Like I saw a video of someone who did that. They were like, "This is what you're drinking into your body." And this dude literally just put a lighter to it and just went like faster than gasoline. I'm not kidding you though. It was insane though. This Sony CFO Lintel was asked a few questions about the thinking behind the company July announcement to stop producing discs for new games in 2028. The remarks of Japanese text were translated live from into English by a Sony interpreter. Tao said the company had put a lot of thought into the change-sided digitization of content overall. As a major reason for the shift, and acknowledged the strong views expressed by fans' response, games are loved by many people. She said it's a form of routine that is loved by people and is connected to people fond memories in many cases. And so we understand those emotions. Later she said the players have attachments and we have to think about how to respond to their feedback. Well, I mean, get to it because they seem pretty pissed off. They have not let go of that damn thing. I mean, get to it. Respond to them. They want an answer. They want an answer. So, speaking about the tariff situation right here, right? And what Nintendo says, it's 100% correct. I mean, if you went in there and bought their console for the price that they were set up for the tariff, you agreed to buy it, even knowing that it was there. Now you expect them to give you a refund, you knowing there was a tariff situation because you know it was illegal and stuff like that. But you guys agreed to that, though. I mean, I'm seriously, I just don't understand why people are going out there suing for stuff like this. Because let's say if Xbox did the same thing, you know, it increased because of the tariffs. Are you going to ask Xbox for a refund? Are you going to ask every company out there that imports stuff from another place around the world for refunds? I mean, literally, that would be a massive crash out. Because what could you have done? You could have waited till it cooled down a bit, but you guys went in there and said, you know what, we're picking it up either way, though, so I don't care if there's a tariff going on. So you agreed to it, so you purchased it. But yeah, that's how I see it. It's crazy that they're suing it for this when it was a government thing. It wasn't the company itself. The company itself decided to raise the price by itself, you know, do something about it. That was basically illegal, then I get it. But yeah, but wasn't there like a lawsuit that someone won about getting returns from it? Let me go see. Has any lawsuit tariff refunds? Hold on, let me see if there's a lawsuit that has been won by tariff refunds. So recent Supreme Court ruling has led to a significant shift in the legal landscape regarding tariff refunds. Hmm. No, no one has won anything though. So I guess it's still ongoing though, because there's a lot of companies that have been sued for this though. Companies fought for tariff refunds even before Supreme Court ruling. Trump tariff refunds sparked class action losses. Okay. So this was all in March though. So the losses keep on going. I don't think, but yeah, I mean, hmm. Because reading this though, I mean, I don't think that I mean, there's been a couple refunds in there. Like they sued for a couple things, but I have not seen anyone won this. But if they do have that problem though, I mean, that would be an insane economic crash right there. Because here's the thing though, this is what I'm seeing though. You went in and you bought the product. So if you bought the product, it was the company who already paid the tariff to get the product in there. So you bought the product with the tariff increase. Because okay, unless if you order the product from outside of the outside. How does this work though? I'm thinking about it. Okay, okay. So The company puts the product inside the country, right? Cool. So the company puts the product inside the country for you to pick up inside the country. That means the company paid for the tariff. It wasn't you. Now, if you order the product outside of the company and outside of the country, then of course you deserve to get your earnings back because you had to pay for the tariff in order for that product to come in. Am I doing this right? Hmm. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, everyone who bought the PlayStation did it before 2025 tariff, so they technically didn't pay the tariff. Yeah, pretty much so. Quick change of subject says, bro, boy, Louis, did you see the remastered 2009 Wolfenstein game I sent you? Yes, I did, sir. Yes, I did see that. Interesting though that they were gonna do a remaster of that instead of doing instead of working on the new one though, because we actually do need the new one to come out though. Hey, Sincere's good morning. Howdy, hookahs, and happy hump day. Don't know what you're doing with your life. If you haven't watched for Linus right now, well, Sincere's Linus just popped in his first episode. I watched last season, so I'm waiting for more episodes to stack up. I do have to watch Game of Thrones. I mean, not Game of Thrones, House of Dragons. That the episode popped in, so I do have to watch it. But I'm waiting for Linus to pop even more and more and more episodes. Linus is such a good series too. I'll wait till it gets better. Wait, I think it's better to wait 2030 for a new console. Morning freaks and geeks says backlog battler. Yeah, it's actually pretty good, freaks and geeks. But yeah, the lawsuit. I don't know if they're gonna win it though. I mean, good luck to that. Good luck to that. Good luck if you guys are gonna win it. Seriously, good luck to that. Now we have like an EA situation here. I mean, not EA, GTA though. What are the GTA previews? They're talking about previews of this game. Okay, I'm not even gonna read that because when Grand Theft Auto is ready, to give out those GTA previews, they will give them out. I think they're not gonna give them out for a while because I don't think they want the previews to be out there, especially for a game that is so hyped right now. That anyone who posts something about it out there will get mad views and will collect mad cash from it. So I guess they're gonna wait a little while for that one though. So it says here they increase the price everywhere around the world, so they can't just give money back to American, American or not you untitled to any money. Iraís' new season of Reacher was coming along with the spinoff Neely. I gotta finish season 3 before that. Oh man, I can't wait for Reacher, man. I was asking about that last time. I said, where in the blue hell's my Reacher though? I love that show. That guy's a badass though. Damn. And that last season was awesome. Delaying to today's tech for 4 years is just guaranteed that they will have dated hardware at launch though. With no guarantee that the price will be better. That's another thing though. But yeah, the lawsuit though, look. Like I said, you bought the product, you bought it from here, okay, but if you order it from outside, that's a different story. So again, good luck to you all. Hope you guys can win against these companies because it's always good when there's a win, but there could be a problem with the economic though. I mean, that could be a huge economic crash because that's going to be a lot of refunds when it comes to that though. Shoot. Whew. Can you imagine them giving back? What was it? What was PlayStation refund? Let me see though. Can you imagine them giving back $508 million? Holy shit! That is a lot of money though. And probably it's just chunk change though. It could be like 10, 15, $20. I mean, I don't know how much of it could be though. Damn. I met Alan Richardson Richard a few years ago at a convention. Big guy and super nice. We talked about 20 minutes. That must have been cool though. I'm speaking about Alan Richardson. I've heard that they're making a Terminator movie. They're making it into Terminator. He will make a badass Terminator. No joke. If they actually do remake the Terminator movies, they're saying that, not confirming that, but he will make a badass Terminator. No joke. That guy's huge. He big though. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. And man, oh man, we got some news from Mexico. Even though it's old though, But this is some good stuff. Why is it good stuff? Because hey, hmm, hmm, PlayStation is picking up a fight over here. So here it is, and it says here Sony will be judge and jury of everything. Mexico's gamer congresswoman Iraís Reyes slams the end of physical games and files complaints against PlayStation. Oh, shit. So, you guys remember what I mentioned? We've been talking about this for like the last 2 or 3 weeks, right? We've been talking about 3 weeks, almost a month. We've been talking about the fight, right? Like how people are fighting for physical CDs to keep on going. I keep on saying, look, you guys are doing the wrong fight. What we need to do is have a digital rights movement. What do I mean by digital rights? What we got to do is we got to start talking about, hey, what can we do with the digital games if we can resell them, if we can figure out a way for us to get some money in, for at least store credit, for us to say, hey, look, let me go buy another game, let me go do this, let me go do that. I mean, there has to be a way to solve that problem. I keep on saying because look, at the end of the day, you buy physical, and you probably buy it to collect it or to go ahead and buy it because it's easier to resell and get some money back for you to buy your next game. So, or let me see, what's the other one? Or to just, just to whatever, just to give it away as to a friend or something like that. I don't know. But at the end of the day, though, we should have this options when it comes down to digital because that's the problem with digital. We don't have that much options just to buy the game, download it, and that's it. We gotta have an option to sell it. We gotta have an option to trade it. We gotta have several options when it comes to this. So let's see what this lady has to say. And it's me, the broke boy Lewis, with the $2 super check picks I just put in Discord. All right, check it out in a few minutes. Let me just read through this one. Broke boy, and I'll catch up to that. All right, so it says here. The Congresswoman alongside Senator Luis Donaldo Colosio has condemned the company's digital-only pivot and explained the dangers of the end of physical media. Whoa. Damn. So let's see though. PlayStation drew widespread backlash from its community after confirming it will cease physical game production by 2028. Despite palpable discontent among players, the corporation has remained silent, signaling its intent to press forward with the strategy in response to a growing number of gamers who are now looking at the government's worldwide for regulatory intervention. Good. Happy about that. The issue has not escaped the attention of Mexican lawmakers, in particular legislator from the Movimiento Ciudadano Party has publicly rebuked Sony and announced plans to lodge a formal grievance with Mexico's National Anti-Monopoly Commission. Federal Congresswoman Iraís Reyes, a leading voice in the initiative, took to social media to elaborate on the legal rationale behind the complaints. In her remarks, she delisted the risk of this free ecosystem poses. At the close of last week, Reyes and Senator Luis Donaldo Colosio, remember something, guys, this was way before, this happened in July 15th, this was way before the Sony, what's it called? Before Sony Lin Tao came out and talked a little bit about it. So this was before this. So let's see what she has to say, though. Like I said, let's see what Reyes has to say. Let's see what she's implementing or what is she going to implement for this, though. So, and Donaldo Colosio confirmed that they will formally petition the National Anti-Monopoly Commission to investigate Sony Interactive determined for suspected monopolistic conduct. Reyes, who earned the moniker the Gamer Congresswoman for her previous resistance to proposed 8% gaming tax under the Sheinbaum administration, voiced popular concern over the prospect of the PlayStation Store becoming the sole commercial gateway for software on the platform. In a newly released video, Reyes reiterated that the complaint seeks to compel a full-scale probe into Sony's market practices. She emphasizes that she is coordinating closely with Senator Colosio to block any move that will make the PS Store the only viable channel for game acquisition. A matter she deems critical given that nearly 8 out of every 10 games sold today are already digital downloads. If they eliminate disc entirely, Sony would become judge and jury over everything. See what I mean? The console, the store, distribution, and pricing with zero competition to hold them in check, Reyes stated. This just doesn't hurt players. Game developers would also be trapped. Without a physical retail channel, they become wholly dependent on Sony's commissions and the terms it dictates just to reach their audience. So, really quick, right there, is what's going to happen is that if PlayStation locks down a store the way it's thinking, or it's intent to lock down to get all the money in the world because that's what they want, right? I mean, basically, that's what all the companies want out here. They're going to have a problem because all these other storefronts that are out there, if word gets around that they have better discounts, they treat the player better and everything, people are going to run away from that store. So it's going to cause a big commotion to them. So they have to sit there and level up the playing field because they do have a lot of competition when it comes down to these storefronts. But yeah, Reyes further warned the fully digital mandate proposes universal high-speed internet access across Mexico, and many titles now exceeds 100 gigabytes. We know that in Mexico, reliable, fast connectivity is anything but uniform, she noted. Mexico joined forces with international efforts to end of the physical media. Reyes pointed out the similar complaints that have already been raised in the United Kingdom, the Netherlands, Australia, and the United States and Portugal. And we will not be exception, she declared. Adding that physical media's demise will also strip fans from the ability to collect land and resell their games. This is what I mean, though. I mean, they have to do something for the digital store when it comes to that. Mexico is far from alone in voicing alarm over gaming's digital future. In Brazil, federal Congresswoman Jandira Fegali, if I mispronounce your name, sorry, has introduced legislations aimed to preventing digital titles from becoming permanently inaccessible once official support ends. Meanwhile, a separate lawsuit against PlayStation in the Netherlands, brought by consumers' rights advocate Lucia Melchertz, or of Masachade and Consummate. Did I say it right? Dutch, you're in here. I don't know if I said it right. Alleges market manipulation and abuse of dominance through the PS Store. The end of physical disc eliminates the last venue where they could still buy or sell PlayStation game at a competitive price. Merchants argue without disc, there is no second-hand market and no alternative to the PlayStation Store. What do you think the complaint by Congresswoman Iraís and Senator Luis Donaldo Colosio? What do I think about it? What I think about is that they are 100% correct when it comes down to this. You got to keep on fighting this and they got to keep on going with this because at the end of the day, though, we need to have options when it comes down to these stores. These stores need to give us at least the option for us to sell, to trade, to do what we want like we do with physical games. It sucks that we have not started this fight many years ago. Because the thing is, not a lot of us, because I've gone digital for quite some time. But the majority of people out there who bought these discs, who actually thought that this would last forever, they were seriously wrong about that idea. No joke. I mean, that was a big boo-boo them thinking that this was never ever going to happen because we knew since 2013 when Xbox came out and announced the whole DRM situation, everything that was happening, though, we knew this was going to come and it was going to happen. That's how it is, though. Look at Bro Boy, Alan Richardson. Man, Bro Boy knows a lot of famous people, though. Damn, Bro Boy. Bro Boy, you gotta get some famous people in here so they can join my show so we can talk cool stuff. No. Nice. What was that show that they were in, though? Bro Boy, what was that show they were doing? So nothing she can do about Sony stopping disc production. I know she can't do nothing about that. But what she can do is she can actually try to find a way to give us more digital rights than what we have, though. That is something that she can do, though. Is it possible to legally force someone to continue producing? As most, they'll force Sony to open their store. Running servers 24/7 PlayStation, Xbox, and Netflix, Hulu, Discovery are worse than just making discs. But Mexico is such a tiny market, I'm sure Sony would just say, F you, leave that region before they change the worldwide practices to appease Mexico. Ah, wow. I don't know about that though. But Chube, it says here, Mexico has over 104 million gamers, representing 77% of the population, making it the second largest gaming audience in Latin America, with a rapidly growing market. So Ube, they're the second largest, man. I don't think Sony wants to lose the second largest gaming community, especially in Latin America. I don't think Sony want to lose that though, my friend. That's why, before I go, in and say anything though, I gotta look for info up. Because the thing is that some people underestimate what these countries have. I mean, same thing with China though. China's got one of the biggest gaming communities in the whole world. You can't mess around with China though. So Mexico is not a little tiny market as we think though, or as we thought. Mexico is huge when it comes down to gaming. It's huge. So I want to say that though. Mexico generate only 1 billion a year. If Mexico generated 1 billion a year, I mean, shit, that's money though. They likely have a 20% of that at the most. Mexico still can buy digital on PSN. They are not affected. Well, I know they can still buy digital on PSN, but the problem is, Rap Taylor, that we need this fight. Here's the thing though. This fight though, 1 billion is a tiny little market in gaming. It's 1 billion. You bay. If I make 1 billion a year, I'll be fucking happy. Me making a billion a year, I'll be fucking happy. So either way though, that's money. Now, if you told me it was $50 million, I would have been like, yeah, that's super tiny. But in gaming though, 1 billion, you find it tiny though. I find that that's a big number, and they don't want to lose that 1 billion because that's 1 billion that's not going to the pockets though. So limited run might really blow up after Sony stops this production. So, like I was saying though, the point of this fight is that if these companies or these lawmakers and everyone gets together, right, and they say, okay, look, even though you're stopping physical, you got to give us options. And the more they talk about it, the more they bring it in there, and the more they complain and do stuff. At the end of the day, they can probably figure out a way for us to sell our digital content that is supposed to have happened many, many, many years ago, but we have not said anything about it till now. Because, like I said, a lot of people were sitting on this thinking that disc will not disappear, but we knew this was going to come around sooner and later. And to be honest, like I said, me personally, I thought like this would have lasted like 2030, 2031, close to that. That was by the time I thought that this would actually totally disappear. But man, they announced it sooner and later. That was Sony though. There's still other companies that keep on. There's what was I saying? Oh man, I lost my train of thought because I read something. It's 0.5% of the gaming market. Yeah, you babe, but here's the funny part. It could be 0.5%, but at the end of it, let's say right now it's small, but let's say it gets to 1%. Then it gets to 2, then it gets to 3, because little by little it grows, man. I'm not saying it generates all that stuff for Sony. I just used it as an example. It was just an example, man. A simple example. Simple one. Running servers 24/7 for PlayStation Nintendo. Okay. Give me physicals. Mexico has over 100 million people. Mexico generated around 1 billion. Okay. Mexico still can buy digital, not affected. Hey, what's up, Pickles? How you doing? What's up? What's up? How come it says I Louis when it says Yo Louis? Seriously. Seriously. I don't get it. I don't get it. So, bro, boy, you in here? What was that show that we're working on that you took pictures with? Before we continue on with life. I guess bro boy left. No, bro boy, come back. Let me type to him and say right here in Discord. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? All right, here it is. Oh, I'm here. Okay, he says, okay. What show are they working in? It says, because I see Giancarlo Esposito on the back, though. And you made Giancarlo. Awesome. Giancarlo Esposito, the guy that was in Far Cry. Which one was it? 6? Yeah, 6. I finished that one, though. We didn't have a cool... No, I'm not going to get spoilers. Never mind. I was going to say something, though, about it, but no. No, I'm not going to say nothing about it. No. 1 billion a year is small? That's what I mean, though. 200 million a year, that's a lot. That's like top 3 studios' yearly salary. Yep, that's true. That's true. Even though you might find it as a small market, but it's gonna keep on growing because it just keeps growing, man. And that's the thing, though. Like when you look at gaming, though, and you look how crazy it is these days, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and we're just not noticing that until we see the numbers. We're like, whoa, look how much money this shit's bringing in. Literally, it keeps on growing. I'm just here walking on the okay. Sweet. So let's keep it going. So yeah, I'm happy they're out there complaining about this, and I hope they actually do find a solution and give us digital rights to our stores, man. Seriously. So that way we can sell, pick up, and do whatever the heck we want with our games. So wait a minute, hold on a second. Reacher guy was also in DC show Titans. Who was he in Titans though? Oh yeah. No. Wait. I know he played Aquaman once, but that was in I think what show was this? Shoot, what was the show? I know he was Aquaman once, but that was in the show of was the show about the Superman? It was in Hawk? I'm saying that Sony will not change their entire worldwide operation to appease what most running error of a gaming region. No, you may look. No matter what, in Smallville, yeah, he was in that Smallville. That's the one. So no matter what, Sony's not going to change this. I understand that Sony will not change this, and they're not going to budge for this because seriously, they already changed the factory settings. So what are they going to do? They're gonna run back and shoo away 36 million already spent into making the factory they did. No. So what they should do is the more they complain about it, right? This is what I want, at the end of the day. I don't want them to go back to making physical games. What I want is these stores to have a way for us to sell our digital content. That's all I want. Sell it, trade it, do whatever the fuck you want with it. That's what I want. And let's see if we can get that, though, at least. Because look, here's the thing, though. No matter what, take for example, look what these guys did in Ubisoft with the Crew. They shut down the Crew. Doesn't matter for what console it was. They shut it down, and the people who paid for it did not even get 1 cent back from it. For example, didn't get anything. So, like, if you played the Crew, you were done with it. It would have been nice if you actually would have resold it. It got something, at least something back. He played Hawk in the Titans. I thought he was super. What was it? Superboy. Was it Superboy? Something like that. Simple. Discuss it, then move on, and don't let rent free. Okay. So he was Hawk though. Hold on. Titans TV show Hawk. Because I saw the Titans though, but I don't remember. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was him. Wow, he was young though. That's why I couldn't remember him that well. Then after that, he did Reacher. Man, I love that show. Reacher, the TV show, is fucking awesome. But yeah, now I remember him now. Yep. Now I remember who he was. Yes, sir. Nice, nice, nice. Red Hood Robin killed Hawk with a bomb. So wait, Red Hood was in there? Pablo Fumale, what's up, Pablo? Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? He played Hawk in the Titans. They killed him off because he was going to do Reacher. Yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, that's when Reacher pretty much started. That's pretty much when Reacher started. Man, I love that show. I'm telling you. Red Hood. So wait, Red Hood was in there though. Season 3 had Red Hood. Ah, yeah. I see now. I see now. I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up. Because the thing was, I don't know why, bro, boy, but this always happens when it comes down to these TV shows, right? They have a problem. Every time Slade Wilson comes in there, every single time, same thing happened with Arrow. Arrow was good until Slade Wilson came in there. Once Slade Wilson came in there, which always had the best fucking season. It always happens. It was always the best season because it's so intense because it's Slade fucking Wilson. So every time Slade Wilson comes in, literally the whole show is like not the same after that because no bad guy is as intense as Deathstroke. I'm not kidding you. That's what happened for me with Arrow. It happened to me with Titans. Yeah, Arrow fell off hard. Yeah, it did. It was horrible. Like after the Slade Wilson, that's it. The recharge is a little light in the loafers. Man, that guy's strong, man. Shit. That guy's strong. And not only that, he's also like in real life, he's a hero too. He got a robber and beat him up. Not no joke. He got a robber and beat him up. Like he was with his wife shopping or something like that, and he saw someone steal like a purse or something. So he started to run off after that dude. That dude went into hiding. He seems to have anger issues too. Likely, no, 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 no. No, I said Deathstroke, not Deathstroke. 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 His name is Deathstroke, right? Did I say it right? I'm confused. Yeah, Deathstroke. I said it right. Stroke. Yeah. Slade Wilson, the man. The man. Every time he comes into TV shows or whatever, he's the man. He's the man. I went to convention 2018. I have specialized. I think that specialized in CW, DC universe shows. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Moving on up, chat. Something went through under our noses. No, this just went through, chat. Went through yesterday. And that is, my friends, that's EA goes private, largest leverage buyout in history at 55 billion. How is that the largest leverage buyout though? Because I mean, he's been very outspoken about his mental issues in the past as well, advocating getting help and support men and not hide it. But wait, how is this the largest buyout in history of? But wait, the largest buyout though was ABK though, which is 68 though. But all right. As explained by GameStop, they have finalized the leverage buyout to the tune of 55 billion. This is the largest leverage buyout in the history of business, although Microsoft still paid more to acquire Activision at 75 billion. Okay. Well, I mean, with the lawyers and fees and everything, that could be it, yeah. The buyers are a consumption that includes Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, PIF, Jared Kushner's company, Affinity Partners, and equity company Silver Lake. The PIF takes a large majority of EA shares, and the deal also includes an agreement to pull EA from the stock market. However, a leverage buyout involves borrowing money to complete a sale. Oh, okay. Now I understand though. Yeah, so now this deal has gone through. EA immediately incurs a huge amount of debt, and which its owners will have to resolve without the stock market. This is the reason that speculation is high that layoffs and studio closures are coming up next. While we don't know exactly why EA chose its route, it suggests that they're trying to avoid an even worse fate in the original position. Uh oh. So we're gonna probably have layoffs, studio closures after this buyout. Shit. Damn. So basically, this news is not too much good news then. Damn. This was not good news. So what? Ah, shit. So what studios are they gonna shut down though? Uh-oh. Man, now I'm not happy about this damn buyout though. But hey, they were in debt though, like majority of these companies were during the COVID situation. I mean, majority that Microsoft picked up were in debt or almost closed down. Because that's something that people seem to forget how Microsoft went in and saved these companies at at the end of the day. The buyout is boring news, says Rod said. Nah, but we had to talk about it though because we knew there was going to be a buyout happening. We knew that was going to happen, and we knew what I didn't know is it went like that quick. I mean, it just everyone said, "Yeah, go ahead, pick it up. Yeah, go ahead, pick it up. Yeah, go ahead, pick it up." Everybody said, "Yeah, go ahead, keep it." Nobody even went out there to fight these dudes or do anything. I mean, these wow. It's not like the ABK deal, which literally took like almost 2 years to finish that shit because of the fucking regulators and everything that went down. Wow. There are probably going to be a lot of layoffs too. Damn you, Series S and Game Pass. Well, I don't know if EA is going to be in Game Pass though. I think that's going to go away though. So if it does go away, I shall lower the price. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's Xbox fault somehow. Oh, they're gonna pinpoint this to Xbox. Trust me. You know, say Xbox is your fault that they went in and bought this. It's your fault they were in what's it called? They were in bankruptcy. What's the next topic? We don't care about millionaires' business. Well, I mean, we have to care. It's EA though. I mean, EA just got bought. And here in the news, there's going to be studio shutdowns. I mean, shit. How many of those studios are they going to shut down? How many layoffs are going to happen though? And let's see how media is going to take this though, because seriously, every time there's layoffs and every time there's this happening, people get pissed. They just went in there, and just pissed off on Microsoft, but then the rest is nothing. Really? Well, the son of the U.S. president is part. Oh, no wonder. ABK was not only because of all the FTC chair was anti-merger in general, but also anti-big tech. But ABK was a console maker. Was a console maker buying a large publisher, not just an investor. They will take out EA games and add Concord. Smart move though. Yeah, it was though. Why so serious? It was the most boring buyout. Yeah, you're right. It was boring though. I thought we were gonna have some fire, some commotion, regulator jumping in there, be like, no, this is not gonna happen because you guys are gonna do this and that. But everybody just said, here, have it. I remember reading news that everybody was approving. I'm like, okay, this probably is gonna happen sooner or later. And look, it happened so fast though. People should start asking Sony's for proof of their ridiculous claims. The funny part is, on there, people are asking them, but the thing is that no, that's not politics, pickles. So the thing is that's people are asking them, but Sony's not going to respond to them. They said, nope, we ain't going to sit here and talk to you. They don't care. Sony does not care. They just don't. They won't talk to its fans, though. They will not talk to its fans, and that's because, those fanboys got them to where they at, though. The FTC now also isn't as dumb as the FTC when MS bought ABK. That could be it. Yeah, that could be it. But yeah, let's keep it going, Chad. Let's keep it going. But now we're done with the whole subject with EA. Let's see what else is coming up. in life. Oh, broke boy broke me some good news this morning or yesterday about Wolfenstein. Let's go see Wolfenstein. 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 Let's go do this right now. Let me bring this up. Oh, yikes. Hold on, chat. 1 second. Let me go look for that rumor because I landed on Idleslot's page. But you know, Idleslot reposts a lot of stuff, my friends. So I gotta go get that real quick. The whole Wolfenstein rumor. Rumor. Grounded 2 Into the Abyss, August 11th. Wow, we're getting a Grounded 2 update. Sweet. Where is it? 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 So, oh, speaking of good stuff, I gotta wake up in the morning to watch this. So what? Okay, speaking of good stuff, before we keep on going with the out of slot news, let me just copy paste this right here because we got some good Xbox news right here to talk about. Hold on a second. Let me drop this right here. So we have Xbox Tokyo Game Show 2026 broadcast September 10th, 17th, 3 a.m. PDT, 6 a.m. EDT, 11 a.m. BST, and 7 p.m. JST. No, they're not skipping it. What do you mean they're skipping it, dumbass? They just announced it. So yes, we're gonna get the Xbox Showcase on Tokyo on September 17th, which will be, let me see what day it will land. It's gonna be on a Thursday at 6 a.m. Holy smokes, I gotta wake up early to watch that showcase live with you guys. Yes. Hey, Dead Leopard, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Honestly, the game doesn't even need a remaster, just make it to port modern hardware. Wolfenstein 09. Pickles says chat Discord. I won't a minute, my friend. I won't a minute. So yes, we're gonna get the Xbox showcase coming soon to a Tokyo near you. Yay! Woohoo! So let's see, where is this? Where is this? Here's it. Where we found it. All right, here we go. So, oh, not, I don't know. Got it. Okay. Oops. Almost left the show by accident. So it says here, Wolfenstein 2009 remaster surprise drop at QuakeCon 2026. It has had its original release date removed and now being listed as Steam Deck verified. It's currently listed on all digital storefronts. QuakeCon is happening this week from August 6 to 9. So probably we might get Wolfenstein remastered with this one. Interesting. More Wolfenstein news, man. I can't wait for the next Wolfenstein game. They said if they're gonna make a TV show, they gotta release a new game with this. They has to. No joke, they kind of has to though. Oh, PS5 version 13.6 is now available to jailbreak. They're going quick at it. Uh-oh. More jailbreaking on the PS5s though. People ain't happy. People ain't happy. Trust me, Tokyo Game Show is not worth. It's not be worth getting up for. Oh Lord! But the funny thing is, though, similar. Some like last year was. Yeah. I mean, I remember watching last year. It was like no. Last year was yeah. I did not like last year's. It was all right, but maybe if we can just do the same show and just do the hour show and watch it right there, just rewatch it live here. We can do that. We can do that. Maybe we can do that here that day because at the end of the day, though, I know a lot of y'all are not going to wake up at 6 a.m. to watch that. So we can watch it at 9 a.m. while I'm live, though. Jailbreak PS5 to play what game? Any game you want, my friend. I mean, there's jailbreak on that PS5. And that's the funny part. The more they talk about it, the more people will pick up the PS5 because it's got a jailbreak. Trust me, gamers love that. They do. They love to get things for free. How do I know? Because, hey, we've been living through that for the longest of time. Yep. We've been living through that for the longest of time. So let's see what else is out there. They got no games, Louis. I know they got no games, but hey, you'll be getting a lot of the other games that go on there for free. Yay! They get that for free, my friend, for free, for free, for free. That's what jailbreak is all about. So let's see though. Looking for some news. Looking for some news because I think we ran out of stuff to talk about today. No. No. Let's see. Let's see. Wow, it's 10 a.m. already went through the news. Damn, we went through that fast though. Went through that super fast. Hmm. 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 We're on digital disc program, but that's it. We already talked about this to digital program. Insert the CD, you get your digital license. We already know about that though. We know about that because we have talked about it several times though. So let's see what else is out here. Butterland says it's 10% Rotten Tomatoes rated. Butterland's director says the video game adaptation went wrong because it belonged to nobody. Huh? Hmm. Speaking of which, Baldur's Gate 3 is now play anywhere, baby. Let's go. So if you bought Baldur's Gate 3 on your Xbox, it's now play anywhere. That's some good news right there for all you Baldur's Gate fans. I did not buy the game. I just don't. Personally, I'm not a big fan of that type of game, though. In all honesty, though, I'm not saying the game is bad, though. Just not, too happy. So yeah. So Brock Lesnar's officially retiring from WWE. Didn't he retire like months ago? That's weird. So it says here, analyst says Black Ops ports Blue Halo campaign out of the water on PlayStation due to price. What? Oh God. Let's read this. You know what? Let's read this. Have some fun with this. Let's read this shit. Have some fun with this stuff. Check out Stein clapping back at Eurogamer. Really? Ah, shit. Nino Mostek, what's up? Aloha, brother. Hope everything is healthy, safe, and playing great games. Z-Day Beta. Yes, Z-Day Beta is here, baby. Day Beta is here. Speaking of that, I forgot to pre-order my, Gears of War E-Day. Oh, shit. I want to play that beta. Damn it. Aw. It's just I've been so busy with live chat. I've been busy, 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 busy. I'm trying to make cash. I'm trying to make meets and, make ends meets. But man, let's go into this one. This was gonna be a fun one. Let's see what I have to say here so we can go on a rant. Wait. Here it is. Okay, screen share. All right, got it. So it says here, COD got it. Halo didn't. Black Ops 1 and 2 ports Batter's Halo campaign evolved on PlayStation last month. Unless SB 60 for a graphical touch-up is a rough sell. Am I lost? Wasn't the Halo campaign evolved $50? Come here, controller. We're not chat. I'm not on that level yet. I've been trying all my life, to master the Jedi technique where if I like, try to get it over here, come here. Yeah, I gotta do it like this. Sorry, chat. That was the only way. Yep. So let's see though. What's the campaign Evolve 50 though? I'm lost here. Let me go in and log in and see something because now I'm lost though. Okay, TV's turned on. Okay, perfect. If you have Game Pass, you can access to the beta. Really? Ah. So let me see something real quick because I'm confused about something. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Match, game hubs and add-ons. Okay. That's not it. Where's the store at? Browse the store. Okay, there it is. Browsing the store. Browsing the store. Buy now to play. The game is $50. It's not 60. Where in the blue did y'all get 60? I'm being serious though, Chad. This is where the lies begin, like always. I cannot believe that these dudes went in there and said this thing was 60 when chance. It's right. Oh, dang. Timmy just logged in. Look, Chad, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it says the game, I don't know if y'all can see it, says the game is $49.99. Why in the blue how did they get $60 from that? That's $10 less. You see, I took a shower, chat. I took a shower. I'm sitting here with the AC on, and my shirt is wet from sweating or back. So, it says here, one can help wondering what have been if Halo Cat kept the trajectory it had around Halo 3 and Reach. What does this have to do with the $60 price you guys lied about? Now, as we shared why Black Ops 1 and 2 are vastly outperforming Halo campaign involved. Wait a minute. Fucking A. On Twitter, Elite Analytics head of the market analyst Reyes Elliott, the same dude who went in there and said that Final Fantasy only sold 22,000 copies. Yeah, good analyst right there. Yeah. Dumbasses. Post a chart of estimates of July's best-selling games on PlayStation consoles. Activision Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 ports are right at the top. With the latter estimated at 8.2 million sold. Thank you. That's money for Microsoft. Making it far and away the highest selling game of the month, while Black Ops 1 is estimated as only 3 million. Halo, on the other hand, estimated has sold 351,000 copies in July. Okay. Bro, I don't trust you all in analytics. What happens if Xbox comes out tomorrow and says we sold 2 million copies? What are you guys going to say, though? Y'all going to look stupid. But, yeah. Beyond the COD ports doing gangbusters, the thing that stands out is Halo's notably slow start on PlayStation, which ironically stings even more next to the success of the two effort-light COD ports. Elliott explains, not to mention Halo stock has somewhat fallen in the last decade and a half, with Elliott adding, one can't help wondering what would have been if the Halo had kept the trajectory it had around Halo 3 and Reach. Right. And ultimately believes the price is the main factor, saying the proven beloved old game dropped at the moment and is just as importantly as at the right price, can outlean almost anything new and buy a bit of breathing room in the slates. And while Call of Duty ports are kind of expensive, they launch with significant limited time discount for PS Plus subscribers. Elliott adds, COD got it, Halo didn't. $60 for what's essentially a graphical touch-up for a 2001 game was always going to be rough sell, and players clearly weren't having it. So Elliot, first things first, you got the price wrong, dumbass. It's $50, not 60. It's 50, not 60. I think you went to the elite version because the premium edition costs 70. That's still $10 less than the 60 you're announcing. You dumbass. I'm not kidding. I gotta call you because seriously, if you're gonna do some reporting, if you're gonna be, On top of that, right? If you're gonna be on top of reporting everything, you gotta be fucking honest and give honesty out there. But don't say that this port cost 60 when it cost 50. That's my main problem because I was like, wait a minute. I remember I saw this game at 50, not 60. Because if it was a 60, that would have been a bad price, especially for a very old ass game that just got a couple pretty touch up colors, to be honest though. But damn, you went $10 more and $10 just from the premium edition? Wow. And we gotta trust you, right? Yeah, we gotta trust you, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's trust this dude, yeah. This is why every time I see Alenia Analytics, I'm like, fucking A. It's Alenia. Did they say the same thing about HZD, Days Gone, The Last of Us 1 and 2, Until Dawn, and all the PS remasters? Nope, they did not say that though. And they added regular multiplayer to the beta as well, not just Horde mode now. Wow. Halo CE is the biggest game on Xbox right now. Halo on PS5 is just showing that Xbox is right to pull future games off PS consoles. And here's the funny part, they wanted E-Day to land over there. They're still pissed off for not having E-Day on PlayStation. They are mad, they are angry about it, they are pissed off all the way because of that. I just sit here and laugh. Nino was text says this article is nonsense. Agreed. What it does show is the PlayStation gamers were dumb enough to rebuy a game with zero updates over pretty damn great remake. Look, here's the thing though, and I'll be on honesty though. With all honesty though, look, it's Alenia. Alenia has missed a ton of data out there, right? And right now, them adding $10 more is stupid. It's a $50 game, my friends. It's a $50 game. I mean, I just went online and checked it out and say, wait, am I confused something? Because I remember I saw it for 50 though. Because I know I saw it for 50 because I did not buy it though. That's funny. Let me go get this. Oh Lord, this is some funny ass shit. Now this is bad though. This is bad. Where is it? Oh Lord, where is this is some funny ass shit. Hold on, let me go get this. This is some funny ass shit. What Stein said was hilarious though. That was hilarious. Stein gave him a response that you're like, whoa. That was a slap in their faces for their stupidity and stuff like that. Jesus Christ. They can't be that dumb. I mean, if you're gonna do something, like I said, do something right. It's just like you, Alenia. You guys went out there and started talking about a $60 price point of Halo when it's $50. So you're lying through your teeth again. For the 30th time, you're lying through your teeth, though. Seriously. So here, let me grab this and show it to you guys. Okay, I found it. Let me go into it. Oh, this is some funny ass shit. So, this was Eurogamer. So Eurogamer wrote an article saying Xbox finally revealed the price hikes recently rolled out across hardware. And Xbox consoles in the UK are now between 34 and 49% more expensive than they were last month. So this is our picture. So they showed you this. They showed you an Xbox One S, which they called a Series S. Digital and the disc one. So Stein went by and said this. Would you like me to help finding a picture of a Series S? What a bunch of dumbasses. Here, how my AI fixed it, laugh out loud. You couldn't laugh out loud. No respect for this outlet at all. No, you cannot. Wow. You guys don't know the difference between a 1S and a Series S? Wow. That was a big slap on the face right there. Wow, they made him look stupid. That's some funny ass shit. Oh, man. They can be held legally liable for misprinting the price of the game if MS wanted to hit them up. Yep. Here's the thing, this is what MS I think is doing these days. I think MS is letting these idiots go out there and post all their bullshit. And MS is literally keeping the list up. I think they're literally keeping up a list with this. Louis, I didn't renew Game Pass this month. I'm going to get Ubisoft Plus for a month and play AC Shadows and Black Flag. All right, and look, that's you don't have to renew things, my friend. I mean, I will never ever judge you because you did not want to renew a service, man. If you wanted to stop for a moment and go try another service, go for it, man. As long as your gaming is what makes me happy. It makes me happy. Didn't realize Elden Ring was Nintendo first party. Seems to me like you need a publisher who set the price. Oh, what's up, Series S? I don't need to switch to know that a publisher sets the price of their games. Yep. Mm-hmm. You have to ask Bandai Namco only sets the price of their own games, not all the publisher games. I found it pretty funny though that these guys write about something yet they lie when it comes down to the price though. Wow. Alenia, you keep on fucking around too much, man. I'm not kidding you, Alenia. You keep fucking around way too much, my friends. You do. You do. You mess around way too much with stuff. Uh oh. Well, a PC cooling company shows Sony and Nintendo how it's done as it pledges to pass US tariff refunds on to consumer customers. Oh wow. Arctic, a well-known manufacturer of PC air and water coolers, has made a commitment to use the tariff refunds they receive from the U.S. government to lower the price of its products. This is notable because it's in stark contrast to approach that Nintendo has opted for, believing it has no obligation to pass its refunds on to customers. Arctic is cutting the prices off this entire product lineup. Remember what I said earlier? Cut the prices. Not just the items initially affected by the tariffs. The new lower prices can already be seen on the company's official page on Amazon and eBay in the US. When US tariffs significantly increased, Arctic proactively absorbed as much of the tariffs as possible to protect our customers. The company said in a blog post via PC Gamer. While the most of the product lineup remained unaffected, price adjustments became necessary for a limited number of products in the US market. At the time, Arctic committed to revising those increases in circumstances allowed. Arctic goes as that every recovered dollar is returned to the market through across the board retail price cuts. These cuts will remain in effect until every single dollar Arctic received from the tariff refund has been paid back to our customers. That's the way to do it too. Arctic is also using some of the money to fund community initiatives related to technology, education, and grassroots PC communities in the US. We remain committed to fair pricing and making things right for the builders who support Arctic, the company said. Well, now I'm in love with Arctic. I'm about to order their PC products. Yep. Let's go. This is awesome stuff. Awesome stuff right there from Arctic. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. That room is asking, did you watch the Spider-Man movie? No. Spider-Man movie, I'm gonna watch it once it pops up in my Amazon. I'm not like, ooh, it's Spider-Man. Let me go to movie theater. Nah, nah. It's another superhero movie. I've seen them 200,000 times already. How many times I need to see a Spider-Man movie? I already enjoyed, Spider-Man back in the day with what's his name? It was Tobey Maguire. That was some good shit in the movie theater. And I think I only saw one or two. Was it two or one? I don't remember. I think it was one and two that I saw because three, yeah. Three had Venom in it. By the time I found out that three was out, I was like, oh, I got it for DVD. I think I rented it and watched it. I was like, nah. Good thing I did not go to movie theaters to watch this shit. Hmm. You can buy the base game for 60. The version that includes DLC for 70, 80. Saying the price for the base game is 80 is chronologically false. Shit, I guess Nintendo makes the rules. You paid. This is the Switch 2 edition base game I'm talking about. Marvel died on the Infinity War. I went to the Endgame funeral after I moved on. Really? Wow. For me, like, look, the Marvel universe is not dead. For me, it's not dead. What I think is they took it too far though. Like they went way too far with it. I think they went kind of too far with it. Like they made all these TV shows that were like okay. You know, like the Loki show. The Loki show was not bad though. You know, and the She-Hulk show was all right. But yeah, they went into many spin-off shows, and I'm like, huh? Seriously? Hmm. The Marvel Universe. Yep. So let's keep it going, chat. Let's keep it going. Let's see what else is out here. So yeah, we got a PC cooling company which is called Arctic. Let me see what the products are because now I'm interested in buying the products. Amazon. Let me see. Arctic PC products. Let's go see what Arctic sells. Ooh, audio products, additional equipment, various accessories, including KGB. Ooh. Let's go see what they bring in here. So let's go see the products. Accept all. Ah, they got some cases. They got some crystallized cases. Ooh, I like that fan though. I'm about to buy them fans. Ooh, that's the point. They have the whole license. What do you mean by that? So let's go see though. I'm about to go buy some stuff here. It says products. It says CPU water coolers. Ah. Thermal paste packs, cooling accessories. Workstation, CPU water coolers, CPU air coolers, fans, thermal paste pads. Okay, single monitor mounts, table mounts, wall mounts. Nice. Let me see what is a CPU water cooler though. I use their CPU water coolers. Is that good? Ah, hey, this looks nice though. What's the price on these suckers though? I want to buy this. Hey, give me the price. Yikes. They're not giving me the price, these assholes. Give me price though. I want to buy some stuff. Hey, let me buy something. Yeah, that guy. I mean, I just. I don't know about this chat, but I just got scared for a moment. Marvel Universe. I just got Xbox's Snowy Station now, but my PS just sits there collecting dust. That's what happens to my PlayStation 2 chat. It sits there looking at me like, please, please, use me. But I'm like, why? Why am I gonna spend money on you when I can? Yeah, so I was looking at the products, and then this dude came up, and I was like, okay, right. But I don't know where these guys are from though. It seems like they're from Germany though. Hey, that's actually pretty cool though. Look at that. But I want to see the price though. They're not giving me the price, chat. Nah. I'll look for that later. So let's keep it going. Damn you, Bobby. Can't you believe it? Where the hell is Bobby though? I haven't seen Bobby in days though. I think Bobby's hiding from the heat. Bobby's not flying that much. Bobby's like, it was way too hot for me to fly though. I think that's the problem with Bobby. He said he's not going to fly these days. He said, nope. Yeah, so I'm going to order some stuff from Arctic later on. But that's a nice gesture, though. Like they figured out a way like how to give refunds, and that is they said, okay, we're going to lower the price from all the refunds we got. That's actually a pretty sweet deal from them, you know? That's pretty nice for the people who buy PC products, though. because hey, they cannot give them the refund straight up from their pockets. So, but they said, okay, since we cannot give the refunds, then let's lower our prices from the refund situation for you guys to come in and buy our products. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool on their side. Who's Bobby? Bobby Kotick? No. Kerpimon. The thing is with Bobby is a bird that he flies over here and just goes treat all the time. And every time he comes in, he's literally like a Sony. He's part of the Sony Defense Force, and literally he's a bird that comes on to this window and starts fighting with me. And he got a wife and he got kids and he just left. He was like Big B Money. When he says I got a girlfriend, he just left. So Bobby got a girlfriend and never came back. So we heard you reacted. PvP versus is coming to this weekend's early access period for the open beta, available in pre-order, pre-download now. Let's go. The Sony Defense Force, yeah, that's what they call it though. Or as Broke Boy calls it, what do you call it, Broke Boy? Broke Boy has a nickname for them though. What Nintendo controls on their storefronts, whether a title is approved for sale and eShop requirements for running promotions and discounts, regional pricing, compliance, and storefront policies, revenue sharing, and payment processing. Anyone that brags on having a girlfriend is still young, laugh out loud. Older guys don't do that. It's Big B Money though. I mean, Big B Money brags about everything. I mean, Big B, if he was in here, we'd be talking about GTA. He would be talking about Xbox King, Game Pass King, and all this stuff because that's what Big B Money talks about. And then, all of a sudden he says, I got a girlfriend, and he leaves. That's all that Big B Money says. So even Chet has asked me, why don't you have him on the show though? I said, if I have Big B Money on the show, he won't talk as much though. All he'll say is GTA 6 the best, Game Pass the best, and I got a girlfriend. That's all he'll say though. Nintendo promos on numbers on Switch titles. I bought my Nintendo Switch games for 50% off. Mario and Zelda. Wow, you bought Mario and Zelda 50% off? Wow, did not know that. Announcing it as PvE only was ridiculous. Of course, the community would backlash at that. Which, look, there's nothing wrong with that because, they want to try everything out. So if Gears of War, and this is the truth though, if Gears of War is going to do something, they better go all out and say, okay, this is what we got, baby. Speaking of that, let me download that sucker. Let me turn on my console again. Turn on Xbox. Turn on the TV. Let's go download Gears of War Open Beta. Yeah, we're playing that shit this weekend. Oh, yeah. Let's go. My price prediction instead of current time is 69. Oh, shit. I don't know what the price is going to be, though. All I know is one thing, though. They're going to have a Nintendo Switch console, like a special one, probably. Mass layoff, 55 million. Yep. They're going to have a big layoff, though, because they got to pay that debt, though. So it's going to be crazy. So let's go see. Where is Gears of War E-Day? Gears of War E-Day. Gears of War. Gears. There it is. Pre-order now. Where can I download the open beta though? Guys, where can I download the open beta though? Wow, that printed dish is gonna cost $100? Holy shit, that's a lot of money. Did stream crash? No. It didn't. I'm still here. I didn't mean crash though. No, I'm still here. So question. What do you Did this thing crash again? No way, I'm still here though. I'm here. But where do I download the open beta though? All right, let's go look for this. Nope, that's not it. Okay, let's see events now. Where can I download this, guys? There's a bit of buffering. What? That's not possible. I mean, I'm seeing my own stream and everything's good though. Campaign early access. Okay, got that. Where is the Gears of War E-Day though? I don't know where it is though. Chat, you're gonna have to help me out find this though, because I really want to play that. I really do. It's listed as a separate game. Okay, I gotta look for it then. EA plans 700 million annual cuts after going private and another layoff. Yep, yep. They're gonna clean house, man. All right, chat. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, chat. I heard the door knocking. Be right back. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, chat. Sorry about that. So where was I? Holy shit! I have almost no energy. What do you mean you have almost no energy? Go to bed if you have no energy, my friend. What do you mean you got no energy? Go to bed. 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 So let's see what else is cooking. All right, cool. Who I thought I also expect a more aggressive monetization method in the sports games is not even possible. What? Indica. I ain't playing Indica. No way. Fuck that. Indica can go to hell. Shit. I hate that game. Out of all games, I seriously hate Indica. That is the worst game ever made. And to be honest, so I rather play, and this is how much I hate Indica. I'd rather play a Dora the Explorer game than playing Indica. No fucking joke. Okay, let me go do that again. Let me turn this on because I think the buffering that we got was because I had the Xbox on. So let me go get it. Uh oh. My Xbox down? Uh oh. Alright. Search for Gears of War E-Day Beta. Alright, let's go look for that. Yay, we're gonna play some Gears of War. We're gonna play some Gears of War. I am excited to play some Gears of War. Man. Did you see what I said earlier, Louis? On the 11 dropping? Yes, I did. We talked about it. We talked about it, boy. Thank you for that. We talked about it. We talked about the Wolfenstein thing. Should it be a remaster or not? Sad World Cup game were canceled. What do you mean World Cup game was canceled? I think that's over with, though. What do you mean it was canceled? It's over. World Cup is finally over. Now we're in the Central American play. Years of War. So it says, okay. Years of War. Day. Beta. Ah, here it is. Found it. Found it. Found it. Found it. Found it. Yes. Of course it's all off, man. What you talking about? We gotta free some space. Damn it. Oh. Free us some space. Here we go. So what should I do? What should I delete? I want to delete mine. Yeah, let's delete this. I'm not playing that anymore. What else am I going to delete? Speaking of that, I gotta finish the Dark Ages. Just remember by looking at that. Man, delete that damn Dark Ages art book, whatever it's called thing. Okay, done. All right, done. Finally, it's installing. Let's go. Turning off the console. Thank you for that, chat. Really appreciate it. I had to go into a few meetings, man. That's putting one into Game Pass to get multiple ready for the remaster. Yep. That's what. Hey, it could be though. It could be. If we get a Wolfenstein remaster, that'll be sweet. Shout out to the 53 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. Let's go. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. All right. Let's see what else is out there in the news. We got some good news. Open beta. It won't fix the RAM crisis. Let me see. But CXMT is poised to bring back mass market DRAM production. Yes. Please do. We need some RAM out here for us to buy. Please do so. We should talk about this tomorrow. I want to talk about this tomorrow, though. Xbox has made some amazing special edition consoles over the last 25 years. Which one is your favorite? We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. It's gonna be a fun, fucking awesome conversation with this one. Because I got my favorite, though. We're gonna talk about that. And I know you guys are gonna bring up some that I probably have not seen, though. So we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. It's gonna be a main topic tomorrow. If there's not that much to talk about, though. Because lately there hasn't been that much news. Unless the 1 minute Star Wars news show finally does what Lucasfilm never did. Okay. That is show Lucas Skywalker. Which they have shown him before, doing this. Yeah. Speaking of, I have not seen Supergirl. Sincere, did you see the movie The Passenger? Sincere, did you see that movie though? Wait, am I muted? My favorite Xbox limited edition is the OG Passenger. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. That's gonna be the main topic for tomorrow. Though. We're gonna have some fun with that one though. That's gonna be a fun one for us to talk about. That's gonna be a fun one. Yeah, it's fixed a niche Battlefield 6 issue with NVIDIA GPUs were crashing. Okay. Man, I can't wait to try that Gears of War E-Day. Gears of War E-Day Hordes goes off during invasion events. Here, the corpse. Oh man, I want to play Hordes though. I want to try that out. Man, Chad, I'm excited though. Let's see what else is in here. Let's see. Square Enix is going to fix one big issue of Final Fantasy 14. Okay. The Passenger. Didn't you see that? The Passenger. It's called Passenger, something like that. It's like people pick up like ghosts in along the highway or something like that, or it's like and people like make cars to stop and for them to pick up. It's like the TV show we're watching From, but it's much more horror than From though. It's much more scary though. This month, more every topic for Crazy Lou and talk about it. Next week will be interesting. All I know is that I'm waiting for Gamescom though, because we're gonna have a lot of things to talk about with Gamescom at least for a couple of weeks. Because the thing is, these days, all we're seeing out here is the same fucking thing we have. This is what happens though. We have this problem that's been going on for like a month and a half, and we just literally just over. I think I talked more about this problem. Same thing as I've done for what's this thing called for ABK. I remember we spent a lot of talking with ABK though once ABK was out there. You go ABK deal. Oh my god! Like literally, if you sit down through XBI, if we did 200 episodes of XBI, right? 200 episodes of XBI. Passenger. The movie's called The Passenger, though. So yeah, guys, let's keep the political talks out of here and the ratios out of here and Mr. Musk out of here and yeah, because let's try to keep that out of here. Let's keep it gaming and movies, guys. Let's keep it gaming and movies. Let's talk about the movie The Passenger, though. So yeah, so since there was a movie called The Passenger that came out, that it actually's got a high rating to it. It's called Passenger. Let me see if I can find it. Passenger movie. So basically, I'll tell you what it's about, though. Wait, that's not it. That's a 2016 movie. No, it's a 2026. So there's these guys that have you ever heard the story? This is a ghost story that's been going around for years, right? So with ghost stories, right? This happened like you went around a road and there was someone out there that was on the road, especially like countryside or something. Like here in Dominican, there's a famous one. There's one I forgot the name of the lady that if you pick her up under the bridge and you drive her to a certain spot, she literally like leaves like something behind, and when she leaves that thing behind, you come back and try to give it to her back. They say no, she died like 5 years ago or something like that. That was a really famous story here in Dominican. So Passenger is basically that. These guys are running through the woods driving, and all of a sudden this ghost that haunts that street just pops in and just starts. And man, look, I even got goosebumps thinking about it because shit, that's something you do not want to see, especially if you're driving in from night and you see a ghost. Holy shit! Holy shit! I mean, that movie sounds like it's pretty good though. Xbox attended Togo Game Show that will be talking about. Yes, we got the Togo Game Show 2 Laos boys. We have the Gamescom that's coming around too. We have yeah, that's the one horror movie I haven't checked out this year yet. Oh, you gotta check it out, man. You gotta check it out. It looks scary as hell. I haven't watched it though because I haven't had the time though. There's Evil Dead Burn I want to watch too. That's another movie I want to watch though. That's another one I want to watch because Evil Dead has its own like Marvel universe into it. Because I know there's different books of the Evil Dead. We know that exists though. I mean, I know about it because we've seen it in movies though. Hmm. So there have been those urban legends forever. I like to see one caught on video. Well, let me tell you something, you Bay. I have seen ghosts. I know ghosts do exist. I have seen a figure a long time ago. I'm not kidding you. I did see it. And trust me, I was not drunk. I was not in nothing. I just saw this figurine and I was like, oh shit. It was a scary one. I saw a little girl ghost. That's why I panic when I see little girl ghosts though. Can we get a spawn though? That's actually a good question. I don't know why have we not gotten a Spawn. I know there's talks about Blade movies. I know there's talks about all this stuff, but we need a Spawn movie. But we need a true Spawn movie. Not this whatever it was that we had though. Even though it was good, but it could have been better. I mean, we need like how the HBO show was. Like it was top rated. Like it literally they went in and discussed like everything that was happening in the comics now. Yeah. But I've seen Angels and Demons. I've not seen a Ghost yet. What effect new Xbox and PS6 and Zen 6 City code for price increase? I do not know. I do not know though. Oh, like Urban Legends, like Pogo, Mothman, Jersey Devil, and Chupacabra. Oh, those were famous though. Wasn't there a movie called The Mothman though? There was a movie like about Mothman. Those Mothman Prophecies, I think it's called. Yeah, but we need a Spawn movie though. It's been a while since we need Spawn to come back though. Spawn was pretty good, even though the end of the comic though. See though. But because I know something about Spawn though, like didn't Spawn like quit the comics though? There hasn't been any more comics about Spawn though. Oh, it keeps on going though. I did not know this. Wow. Are they still making Spawn comics? Oh, but he stepped back from them. Okay, I see though. I thought that ended though. I thought that was over with. Wow. I literally thought like Spawn was over with, but it wasn't though. Wow, did not know this. Is Mike Johnson in here? The Blade movie got canceled. Yeah, there was something weird about the Blade movie that went on. I don't know what happened though. There was one time I think I saw a UFO. Yeah, I've seen a UFO sighting when I was in Aruba. So what happened was, this is what happened. We were in Aruba, and we have that on camera. Though we do, we have that on camera. I gotta ask my cousin for that video. So we were outside watching this light just running, and all of a sudden, like it got to a point, and then the light did this, just took off like a bullet. So yes, we did see a UFO once. We did see that. We also need, you know what movie I would like to see though? I don't know why they haven't made it though, but they have to make it. Static Shock. We need a Static Shock movie. We need a Spawn movie. Man, there's so many like African like how do I say this though without sounding like out there? But yeah. I feel like we need a Spawn movie though. We need a Spawn movie, we need a Static Shock movie. There's a lot of movies we need to have happen right now, this very moment. I never seen anything. I've seen some weird stuff happen to me that had no rational explanation. Well, I'll tell you this though. One night I was watching Paranormal Activity. I think it was two or three. Forgot which one it was. And all of a sudden, like in my closet, I have some suitcases on the closet though, and they were nicely stacked. And all of a sudden, like the suitcases, like when I was watching it, all that stuff started to fall. Boom, just one after the other. So of course, I took off, right? I jumped out of my room and took off, and I sat there outside for a moment, and I said, okay, you know what? It's four. Literally, I was out of my room for like an hour, but the sleep got to me. And so what I did was I came into my room and I said, "Listen, you motherfucking spirit." This is what I said. If you're in here trolling me, keep trolling. I'm too tired to deal with you. I'm going to bed. And I went to bed. Nothing else happened. So yeah, I just went to bed. 'Cause I was too tired to deal with that stuff. Like when your body just says you're done. Yeah, the cartoon. Yeah, it was. That's why we need a movie like that. But yeah, like I was too tired to deal with that stuff, so I said I'm going to bed. And now we got this lady in the background, and she pretty messy. She pretty messy. You know what she does? Sometimes she knocks on my door. A lot of the time she does that. She comes in knocking or plays with the door handle or something like that. She does that sometimes. I mean, the day she leaves, we'll find out that she was actually a haunting or not. But we'll find that out once that happens, though. I was the only one on a portion of the building. Went into the room to get paper towels. Door slammed behind me and light shut off. I swung the door open and there was the weirdest thing. There wasn't even window. Mothman promises leaving Netflix soon. Wow. Finally, comic TV, and now it needs a movie. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's good movies that they could bring up. That could come to Hollywood. You know what we need? We need a dead. No, I don't think we need a dead. We already have Shaun of the Dead. Never mind. I was gonna say we need a Dead Rising movie, but we already have Shaun of the Dead though. That's enough Dead Rising for me right there. We don't need any more than another one though. Two anime giants signed multi-billion-dollar deal and going to be interested in World of Anime Studio Company. Nice. Now that's weird though. An icon movie, TV shows, and anime. But there is so much though. Like I said, there's I need to pop that one right there. But yeah, but there's so much stuff though that they can make movies on that could be super interesting, man. No joke. So much stuff. Huh. I know a movie Sincere's is gonna like me talking about. Sincere's, you know what movie we need part two of? I don't know why they have not made that damn movie. I'm waiting for it. And that is what was that movie that they made the kid it was basically Superman that came to Earth, right? But the kid, instead of becoming a good kid, he became evil and he was just killing people all over the place. Oh man, what's that movie called? Oh my god. The movie where Superman, not Superman, was bad. What movie was that one? Let me see. No, that's not it. No. The Quest for Peace. That's not it. What's that movie called? Sincere's, help me out with that one. Oh shoot, what was that movie called? Brightburn. Is it Brightburn? Was it Brightburn? Let me see. Brightburn. Is it Brightburn? Yeah, Brightburn. Where the fuck is part two to Brightburn though? We need Brightburn 2. Yes, you see? Oh my god, Brightburn was the shit. Yes, it was. We need part two to the damn movie though. Oh my god. Brightburn 2 is unlikely to ever be released. James Gunn has confirmed that there are no current plans for a sequel and appears Brightburn will remain a standalone film. He stated that the discussions about a sequel early on. What? Come on. We need that movie to come out. Ah, fuck. Shit. See, this is why they're not making it though. It says here, Brightburn 2 was likely shelved due to issues with the rights to the franchise. Shortly after Brightburn hit the screens in 2019, a lot of buzz was generating around a sequel of the movie franchise, with fans eagerly waiting for the next darker chapter in Brandon Breyer's life as a supervillain. Producer James Gunn added the discussion by claiming that talks of the sequel were already underway a few months into the movie's release. In September 2022, the H Collective, which financed the movie, officially confirmed that development of the sequel was still underway. However, that changed around of March 2024 when James Gunn announced on social media that the work on the movie had completely stopped. This came days after an ambiguous updated by David Jaworski, the director of the original movie, who told Collider that if we were to expand the Brightburn universe in other installments and in other ways, we would probably be going in the exact same way on total secrecy and then drop a cinematic trailer at some point. In a message of James Gunn expressed a personal desire to continue the story of Brightburn. Of course, we want to continue because it was fucking awesome. It was one of the best, like super. I mean, look, let me tell you something. I love two shows that are out there. That is Invincible, because I love how his father, did what he did. Though that was fucking amazing. I gotta say that was fucking awesome. The very first, they're like, what? That's insane. And the other one is that is ending soon. The Boys. The Boys is pretty cool though. But this one is super special because it was not like they created these guys in the lab. No, this kid came from space and he became a bad Superman. That's fucking awesome. The story about but also explained the reason why it might never happen. Particularly, it said, we talked to it early on, but the rights are all fucked up and I only own half. So it's likely that will ever happen. While it's not clear from the statement who the owner of the other half is the right is, it's possible that Gunn's statement refers to the H Collective. As of writing, neither the company nor Gunn can elaborate on why Brightburn 2 was canceled. Furthermore, given the movie's box office success and critical acclaim, the decision not to continue the franchise has left many confused. While it's possible that scheduling conflicts or potential creative differences played a part of the decision, conflict of interest rights, man, I wanted to see that. Oh, man. Oh, my God. I don't like Brett. I don't like when someone sullies Superman like that. The best part of other Superman was that he did what's right because it's right. No need to conflict and others. No, but here's the thing, though, right? Look, let me tell you something about this. So, if you remember Judas Roar, there was a good movie, and it's a comic though. It's called Justice League Doom, and Batman basically he had contingency plans. Like, for example, he had plans that if the Justice League became an enemy, he had ways to stopping them. So basically, this is like Batman's Justice League Doom happening over here in this movie. So that's why I wanted to see more about it because I want to see how this kid who literally has the pretty much same plot, well, it is the same plot as Superman, comes to Earth, but instead of being a good kid, he turns into evil, like an asshole, and he goes out there and destroys things. And not only that, because the way the movie ends, though, you're like, whoa, I want to see the other ones too. Not even Injustice, though. No. It's not Injustice, though, because Injustice, what happened with Injustice is that, the Joker made Superman kill Lois Lane. That's a different story. No, this one is that Superman came from space and was a greedy kid. Literally, he was just greedy. Oh God, Batman is dumbass. Nah, but to be honest though, he was right though with that plan though, because look, if the Justice League becomes evil, he has to have a contingency plan against them though. Che, if you've never seen Brightburn, you need to watch it. Superhero movies that is anti-Superman movie, absolutely awesome. Yes, it is good. It is good. I mean, this is just fantastic, and I want to see how the human race faces these bad guys though. Yeah, that's Injustice though. But that's a different story though, because that's Superman as an adult, and he became evil. Because here's the thing, though, bro, boy, Superman became evil in Injustice because he killed off Lois Lane thanks to the Joker. Though he went crazy, but in Brightburn, he's just pure. This kid just came from space, and no matter what, like his parents tried to control him, but they couldn't, and he became evil. He just became evil. Man, it's just fucking awesome how evil that kid became. And so, yeah, it's a good story. It's a good story. And I want to see how the human race faces Brightburn and takes him down or finds a hero to take that kid down. Hey, Cage, what's up? Good morning. How you doing, my friend? How you doing? We're here talking about Brightburn the movies. Oh, nostalgia, Batman. Yes, it is. It's awesome. It's a really good movie. I gotta rewatch it though. I gotta rewatch it. I gotta rewatch it. I love that movie, man. And the way it ends, I was like, oh man, this is such an awesome ending because it ends that the kid even formed his own Justice League. An evil Justice League, though. Wow. I mean, it's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome, man. It's just a good movie. They need to have Brightburn was dope. Yep, it was dope. You need to see the DC animated movie Gods and Monsters alternate reality where Superman basically considers himself a god above all, one of them and a few others. Mm-hmm. Yep. Gotta see that one then. I gotta see that one then. Because there's like seriously, when I saw Brightburn and how it was, I was like, man, they gotta continue up with the story. And the way it ended was fucking awesome. And man, oh man, it just, come on. Where's my sequel? I need to see the sequel to that movie though. It was so good. Jesus. Yeah, Louis Brightburn did have a weakness to the metal from spacecraft. It could kill him. Yeah, I know he did. I know he did. But again, we needed the continuation to that story, though. Man, it would have been awesome. I want to see what part two was going to be about. I want to see like already as an adult kicking ass, though, because basically we got the kid version of Superman going evil and becoming an adult, and he had his own Justice League, though, because at the end of the movie, well, I'm gonna give you spoilers though. The end of the movie, they talk about other villains or heroes or villains turn into something like that. And the way they describe them though, you're like, shit, I want to see them, but you don't see them though. You're like, I want to see what they became though. Bruce Lee on Green Hornet and Dan Show were the best. Oh damn, Green Hornet. Oh, that was a good show back in the day. Yes, it was. Agreed. I love and own Brightburn. Too bad it did poorly in the movie theater. Oh man, Chill Walker. I want that movie to have part two. And they were talking about making a part two, but no. Yeah, I really like Batman the Killing Joke or whatever it was called. That was a good one too. That was the time where Batman starts to laugh at the Joker, and and it's just like that. Like he started to laugh, and basically he kills the Joker, as they say though. At the end of the movie, yeah, see what I mean? Freddie Fox, we did not see that shit. I wanted to see that movie. Would have been perfect. It would have ended showing Brightburn in his future costume and the rest of the guys, the bad guys that were there, because it was like there was one that was like a Wonder Woman, but she was like a Medusa type. I don't know. I seriously got to rewatch that shit again. Oh man, just hearing like the messages and everything. It was good. Sad the voice of the Joker and Batman passed away. How about not the Joker though, because Joker was Mark Hamill. Then another dude started to do the Joker. I forgot who his name was. But yeah, Mark Hamill was the Joker for years and years and years though. Yeah. But really, you guys gotta watch Brightburn. If you guys have not seen it, I recommend it. Sinceres, we gotta sit down and watch Passenger. I'm watching it tonight, Sinceres. I'm watching it tonight. Tonight I'm gonna sit down and watch The Passenger. Heath Ledger! Oh man. So sad he passed away though. So sad he did. They were actually for part three though. Supposedly, it was gonna be in part three with Bane. So it was gonna be an interesting. I think part three was gonna be like in the comics though, when Bane broke Batman's back. If you guys remember, Did you guys know that Marcus Fence Fan XVA did a Joker? Really? I don't know that. But supposedly they were gonna do the Batman comic where Bane broke Batman's back and the Joker was gonna be in it. Yeah. Mark Hamill's still alive. Yeah, Mark Hamill's still alive. He's still alive, but he's pretty pissed about what they did to Luke Skywalker in the last Star Wars trilogy. Yeah, what I don't understand is how Palpatine was still alive. Right. Because couldn't they, know, you know what I mean though? Yeah, like add like seriously, like this is why I like sit here and just like think about stuff like why in Star Wars does Palpatine had to live? I mean, that dude died. And to be honest though, that's like the most annoying Sith Lord that could ever exist though. Why was he annoying? Because all he did was talk shit. That's all he did was talk, 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 talk shit. He was already like 3,000 years old, and all he did was talk shit. Man. Yeah, you will become my Sith. Dude, he died. Look through a pit. May not look. It was, you know. Palpatine still being alive can kind of sense though. In Star Wars 3, he talked about Sith who cheat death. Maybe he figured out a way as well. No, 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 no. Don't come to me with that. No, 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 wait, no, 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 no. They're releasing the 35th anniversary animated movie back in theaters not only night in September with a post credit scene. So you're telling me we're gonna get you got the touch, dun dun dun. You got the power. Oh man, that song is so good. Speaking of that, I was watching that yesterday, bro, boy, because all of a sudden I saw a dude who got the touch. You know, he got that thing that that brought him his prime open, and it blew up Unicron. Yeah, I was watching that yesterday though. So there's a guy who got the physical ball thing, and he was opening it, and he started to play the song. It's like you got a touch, and I was like, God, Lord, no. That's a good movie though. But yeah, but why did Palpatine had to live though? He's screw that. Man, they should have not like that Sith Lord wasn't it Snoke? Was it Snoke though? Snoke looked pretty cool though, and but the way Snoke died though, I was like it was way too easy to kill Snoke though. Here was another thing though that really caught me off though, and that is it though. What was the guy's name? The one who wanted to be like Darth Vader. What was his name though? What was his name? What was his name? What was his name? Shoot, what was his name? You know, not Obi-Wan Kenobi's Han Solo's son. What was his name? When he took off the mask, I was like, how is this dude evil? I saw that. I was like, how is it? I mean, put back on the mask. You said, yeah, Kylo. Yes, how is Kylo like evil though? Like I look at Kylo, I'm like, how does this kid look evil? I was like, how is this an evil dude though? Man, shit. There's some things I don't understand from that one. Like seriously, I saw him. Huh? No. Sorry. I mean, the guy did not look evil enough to become a Sith Lord, though. Kylo Ren, yeah. I mean, seriously, I was like, no. That guy, I don't know how they made that guy evil. He's not. No, he's not evil. I mean, that dude is not evil at all. I'm sorry, he's just not. Getting a message from the food center. Let me see something, though. Oh, shit, I'm gonna order some food, though. I wish they could took to use Jansen's solo from the books. Really? Star Wars ended with George Lucas? Yeah. And what was that? What was that chick's name? Palpatine's daughter? This shit got funky. I mean, I had some questions though. Yes, I did, Cage. I did find it. I did find it. Thanks. I seriously had some question about Kylo Ren. I mean, not Kylo Ren's. Palpatine's daughter though. How did he make that daughter? Right. I mean, Palpatine was 3,000 years old. I mean, whatever comes out of him was dust, though. So, I mean, pause. But yeah, I mean, it was just yeah. In the books, Hans and Leia's had 3 kids, and Luke had a son. Eh? Luke had a son? What? Tupac was supposed to be playing Mace Windu, really? Oh, that would have been awesome. Tupac, yeah. So no, wait, Grant, what? No, no, this is way more confusing. Wait. I'm confused now. But see what I mean, though? Because I mean, Palpatine's like 4,000 years old. How in the blue hell did that kid be made, though? I mean, I'm like, what? Huh? Maybe that's why he was so mad, though. He couldn't release the. Hmm. Maybe he just couldn't release his. Yeah. Remember, Palpatine was a senator. He wasn't 2,000 years old. As a senator, he needed to hide his identity. Yes, George Lucas personally picked him to play the role. He was 2,000 years old. Man, come on, he had to be 2,000. Man, how old was? Let me go see. How old was Palpatine? How old is Palpatine? Palpatine, the Emperor. But how old was he though? Because listen, even though it was hiding incident, he was old though. I mean, dude, he even looked old. Looking at him without yeah, he was old already. Dude was old, so I'm still asking questions though. No, but let's see. But what is Palpatine's age though? I mean, I'm being serious though. Palpatine's actual age. Okay, let's go see. I told you. Look, he was 52 years old in the Phantom Menace. You see, I told you. By the Return of the Jedi and 119 in spirit during the Rise of Skywalker, achieving death and cloning and Sith alchemy. Wait, what? How was he though? Oh, he was 88 by Return of the Jedi. See what I mean? How is that possible? The dude was 88 years old though. And then he cloned himself? What? I'm being serious though. This is way too confusing. I mean, Star Wars gets me way too confusing though. No joke, it's way too damn confusing. Rey Skywalker. That's what we gotta call her, right? Rey Skywalker. How was she born? I'm being curious now. Ah. Okay, never mind. You see, now that's a better that's yeah. So that was a better thing to It says here, Rey Skywalker was born on Hypercarn in 1580 ABY. She was the daughter of Dathan, a bioengineer clone of Emperor Palpatine, and Miramar, who were to keeping her hiding from her grandfather. Rey was abandoned in the desert, Jakku. So wait, that's basically the story of Luke when he went. Didn't Luke go to? Where was Luke and Leia abandoned? So I remember they were. Oh, Luke was in Tatooine though. Okay, all right, all right. So wait, isn't Jakku where Bubba? Jakku isn't it where Bubba Fett is from? So Ray was his granddaughter. He had a son though, so it was basically a clone from his son. His son knew his grandfather, so he went into hiding. How in the hell did they hide that kid from her though? From him though? Because here's the funny part though. How can you hide stuff from Palpatine? Palpatine can see like if Palpatine want to see you butt naked from space, he could see you butt naked from space though. I'm not kidding you. Palpatine had that X-ray vision power, whatever he had. Maybe he was Palpatine was like basic. Yeah, Palpatine was even stronger than Superman. He can even fly too. That motherfucker was so strong that if he farted, lightning came out of his butt. And that explains the flying, though. I mean, no joke. I mean, if you had that's why he flies around like that. Because I mean, seriously, if he farts, he lets out lightning. I mean, I would fly too, because that would be tough enough, to deal with that stuff on the ground, though. But yeah, the whole Star Wars thing is confusing, though. So Palpatine had a kid, right? He cloned the kid. The kid had another kid. That was his granddaughter, right? And so she went out there looking for the Force. She became a powerful Jedi. Basically, did not even use like not even 1% of her Jedi powers. Did she? I don't remember. I mean, seriously, I don't remember the movie though. But I remember she took down the clone version of Palpatine, which was halfway powerful. If you fart lightning, maybe it's time to stop eating taco. But no, Cripper. The thing is, this dude, what was his name? If Anakin did not stop Mace Windu, Palpatine would have died in the third season. Palpatine has never died though. I mean, this motherfucker. Why in blue would he clone himself though? That's why it's so confusing though. I'm sitting here looking at the Star Wars timeline, like it's always so confusing. That trilogy was confusing though. They could have added a cool Sith Lord though. I mean, that would have been cool. Like if you would have seen the guy from what's that movie called? Help me out, chat. From that video game, the clone. What is it? I don't know. They should have just someone cooler than Palpatine though. Because seriously, why in the blue I want to see Palpatine again? But at 52 years old, though, he moved like a motherfucker, though. I mean, Yoda was 3,000 years old, and yeah, Yoda moved like a quick guy, though. Yoda was fast. So it says here, Ray is the last surviving member of Endor planet. They put him in a pod and launched him into space before the planet exploded. So wait, what's the planet Endor? Planet Endor. Oh my God! Now I finally got it. You're making fun of Ray. Oh no, Jango Fett was the camp. Oh yeah, that's true though. Jango Fett. So wait a minute, Jango Fett is Boba Fett, right? You see? Now it comes to light. I'm starting to understand this now. You see? Okay. You guys are right though about something though, because remember, the Clone Wars back in the day, It's because they created the soldiers from clones, though. Even though they were bad shooters, they created the clones from that. And that explains why how Palpatine cheated that, because with that technology that he had to clone the human forms, to go into battle. So that's how he, got cloned himself. Okay, that explains a lot. That's how he cloned his kid. But at 52 years old, you clone the kid, though. I mean, man, you got some power in there, my friend. Okay, now you're confusing me there. Okay, so the Rockin' 80s cartoon Transformers movie is the only Transformers movie in IMO. Really? Huh. I thought they had like 30, 40 movies. I mean, we got Transformers the movie from what's his dude's name, though. So, yeah. This is some early Star Wars history on the big screen. But yeah, but that does bring a point, though, how Palpatine cloned himself. So yeah, that actually does a point, because I mean they were already creating clones during the Clone Wars when Anakin was young, and before Anakin became Darth Vader. Yes, but still though, why? You know why the stormtroopers are such bad shots, right? They weren't created for that. They were created in mass numbers so they could overrun the other side. Yeah, I know that. I mean, I'm being serious though. Like, why? Why do those guys always shoot wrong though? I mean, even though, to be honest though, that's why in that movie, and what's that movie called? Spaceballs. They were making fun of the dude. He was like, "Why are you shooting over here? You're gonna try to blow him up. Shoot the other way." And then he puts up the sleeve. He's like, I am asshole." Oh, so wait, private A, first class asshole, sir. Oh shit! Oh, damn. I love that movie. Oh man, I'm laughing already. Oh yeah. I think that was Bob Brooks making fun of the guys that could not shoot for shit. So he like this so that way he couldn't shoot well. That explains a lot though. Oh man, what's the story of the Transformer named Unicron? What's he all about? Has it ever done anything? Well, Unicron was a big beast. He had his own planet. And Unicron was basically its own thing. So I guess Unicron was like God in Transformers, though. Pizza the Hut. Oh man, they still like Big Money. Whoa, no, please no, don't tell me that though. No. So maybe Big Money is an ass. Oh God. Oh Lord, I'm already laughing though. Oh man, I can't wait for Spaceballs too, man. I can't wait for what Hip Hop Brooks is gonna make fun of, man. It's gonna be funny as hell. May the shorts be with you. Oh Lord. So let's go. Unicron was a planet, didn't have a planet. Yeah, okay, there you go. He was a planet though. But who the fuck? I mean, seriously though, who is Unicron though? Unicron. Who is he? Who is he? Okay, let's go. So, from fictional villains. So, Unicron is a fictional villain from Transformers media franchise. First appeared in 1986 animated Transformers movie. He is depicted as an evil godlike being that can transform into a giant mechanical planets. And is the eternal archenemy of Primus, the creator of Transformers. Unicron's goal is to consume all of the existence to achieve peace. He's often referred to as the Chaos Bringer and the Planet Eater. So basically, Unicron is a copycat of what's this guy's name from Marvel Comics, the one who eats planets though? The Eater of Worlds. What's his name though? I'm gonna miss him too though. Barf. Yeah. Lone Star. Not in here, not Galactus. Yeah. So basically, Unicron is a copy of Galactus, though. That's what it is. He was the bringer of peace, something like that. And so Optimus, he had how to. But who the hell is Primus, though? Who is Primus? Not the rock band. I wonder who Primus is. So Primus is the creator god of the Transformers. He is an ancient and ethereal being. Origins dates back to the beginning of the universe. Primus is known for his role in battling his twin brother Unicron. So Unicron is his twin brother. And for creating the first primes who were the original Transformers. After defeating Unicron, Primus transformed into the planet Cybertron, becoming the living energy core. His essence, known as Allsparks, is the source of life to Transformers, and he existed across various realities and multi-force for good. So we basically do not know who Primus is. So Primus was just a planet. So Optimus Prime is just like a short version of Primus, though. Right. Okay. That explains a lot. Yeah. So you're kind of one species I always either, but then, well, it's like what's this guy's name who did this? What's his name? Ah, God, I keep forgetting people's name. That purple dude that looks like Barney the dinosaur, and he beat up all the Marvel characters. Oh God, he looked Barney the dinosaur on steroids. What was his name though? What was his name? One who did this in the Marvel universe with the power Nintendo Power Glove. What was his name though? Thanos, yes. So Thanos, the Barney the dinosaur on steroids, wanted peace, so he flipped his fingers and turned the planet to peace, though. So basically, it's like Unicron, though. Yeah, Thanos. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Bioware's far too no. But yeah, but he's the villain, though. Yeah, he's the villain because he wanted to destroy what he wanted to do was destroy destroy planets, eat up planets, because I think didn't he eat Cybertron though? Louis needs his nerd card reward. Yes, I do. I do. Love, yeah. Oh, hey man, listen. Hey yo, you don't fuck around with that Nintendo Power Glove, no joke. No. Even Freddy Krueger used the Power Glove. You don't mess around with that Power Glove, man. That was a tough Power Glove though. Mm-hmm. That was a free Nintendo promotion right there. And Freddy Krueger using that Power Glove right there. That was a free commercial right there for Nintendo though. Which that movie sucked too. Damn. Terrible movie. Terrible. Freddy's dead. Oh God, what a bad movie. So what else is going on out there before we start heading out, chat? Been here just talking 30 minutes about movies though. This is funny. Let me bring this up. This is a pretty funny meme right here. Let's go see this. Let's go see this meme. This is pretty funny though. I gotta show you guys. This is pretty funny. Unicron didn't eat Cybertron. He did attack it at the end of the '86 movie. He did take out a few of its moons though. Oh, there you go. See, I need to watch that movie again. It's been such a long time. To be honest, so I saw that movie like 2 times in my life, and all I got from that movie was "You Got the Touch, You Got the Power" song. That's it. That's it. Because I did not like Rodimus Prime. I hate that Rodimus kid. I mean, for him, because of him, he killed Optimus Prime. It was his fault that Optimus Prime died. Damn it. He killed Optimus. Asshole. So what was it I was looking at? Let me see. Where's this? What's that tweet though? Here it is. Okay. Copy paste this right here. No, that's not it. Come on, man. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. Paste. There we go. This is pretty funny, chat. This is pretty funny. I'm not sure this because it's pretty funny. It's PG though. Know the work rules. Appropriate. Xbox. My next console will be diskless. Oh, you're so sweet. PlayStation. My next console will be diskless. Hello, human resources. It's pretty funny. A bit funny though, not too much. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Those movies got progressively worse and worse. Unicron didn't eat Cybertron. He did attack at the end of the '86 movie. Did not. Okay. Those movies got progressively worse and worse. No, what? The Transformers the movie got worse though. No, I wouldn't say it got worse though. I just say that why Rodimus Prime though? I like Optimus better. And I saw a video that that Rodimus Prime was better than Optimus Prime. I was like, hell no, no. I'll tell you which is for me the coolest Optimus Prime, and that was the Japanese version of Optimus Prime when it was called Jinrai. They call him Jinrai. And so what happened in that cartoon was that human beings were the one who turned into the Transformer. So they had these bracelets on their hands, and what they did was they caught them together and said Master Force, and all of a sudden you seem like wearing this cool suit. And then they say transform head on, and so that head on was they turned into that. That was some weird ass shit because they turned like how the fuck did they fold into that shit though? Because they like the human beings formed themselves into like a square chip, inserted themselves in the transformer, and became the transformer itself. That was a lot of bending in there, my friends. I mean, they must have taken gymnastics or something because damn, they must be super flexible to turn themselves into the damn box and turn into the transformer though. Optimus and Unicron are two of the best voices. Yes, yes. I mean, guys, if you guys have not seen Master Force, you guys got to see it though. I love that Transformers though because it was like a different story. And so Optimus, what he did was after he faced Overlord, which Overlord was fucking awesome. I mean, look, you guys really got to see that because it was just different. It was like Overlord was a better Transformer than fucking what's this guy's name? Megatron. I'm not kidding you. I liked Overlord. And then all of a sudden there was a Transformer that I had that was like a big crab that was big. I mean, this Transformer was big and he came out in that TV show though. So yeah, if you guys have not seen Master Force, go ahead and watch it. And watch the Japanese version though, because the English version kind of like it's not the voiceover was not good though. So watch it with the English and subtitles into it. It's really good. It's really good. It's called Master Force. Transformers Master Force, I think it's called. Let me go see if that's it. And so Optimus gets a good. So the cool part about that show is that the big truck that's behind Optimus, the big convoy thing that pulls the trailer. So basically, what happens is Optimus combines with it, and he becomes Big Optimus. Like he's huge, he's massive though. So it's cool. It's a pretty good cartoon. So check it out. It's old though, but it's fun. And then there was Star Saber, which is a different Transformer story. And you see in Star Saber that Optimus died, and then he becomes another thing and joins Star Sable with something like this. It's just that one was weird, but it was good though. Master Force Transformers. I'll tell you what year that cartoon came out. So it's called Transformers Super God Master Force, and it's only 42 episodes, and it came out in 1989. And then after that, we had I think it's called Star Saber, something like that. Is it Star Saber? Oh, Victory Saber. Sorry, Victory Saber. I don't know where I got Star Saber from, but it was called Victory Saber, which is pretty good too. Chris, how's something about Big B on Pilum's show? If he talks, he types. Will need subtitles. Yep, he needs subtitles. Yep. Because the thing is with Big B Money, he talks funky, but it's a fun funky though. But you gotta seriously, you gotta pay a lot of attention to what he says though. But it's like an Atlanta slang that he talks though. It's weird though, but it's fun stuff. Big B is a fun guy though. I talked to him several times. Fun guy, fun guy. But chat, listen up. The crazy ones gotta go chat. We've been having a fun 40 minutes. We finished the show a long time ago. We're just here talking movies, Transformers, and stuff like that. I gotta go, Chad. I got several things I got to do. But before I go, tell me what you've all been playing, my chat. What you've all been playing. What's been going on? I'm gonna pop in to play the beta tonight. Can't wait to get home and play it. When I get home after a ride my bicycle. What else is let me see. AC Odyssey, nice. Beta starts today? Yeah, I guess it starts today. The beta starts today, guys. Let's go in and play it. I'm gonna play Horde. So if you guys want to join me later on, I'll be on around 8:30, something like that. I'm gonna eat dinner, take a shower, and hop in and play. So I'm gonna go in, ride my bicycle, and as soon as I'm done with my bicycle, I'm just gonna drive home. Right away, grab my bicycle, come home, chat. I'm gonna ride my bicycle. That's it. I gotta do my exercise though. So my best friend tells me that Spider-Man is pretty good. So I guess when it comes out, I'm gonna watch it then. So I'm not gonna go to the movies though. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So if you guys want to join me, I'll be around 8 p.m. EST. I'll be there if you guys want to join me for some Gears of War fun. Let's have some fun. Remember, it's only 4 players, I think, that you can play on it. But let's see who wants to join. Have some fun. But chat, like always, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. That's seriously, chat. It's been a fun show like always. And I can't wait for tomorrow morning to see what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what our favorite consoles are. Because, since that got brought up into the topic, I would like to talk about it and see what you guys have to say. Bring up some ideas so we can look for them and see, man, can't wait for that, though. Can't wait for tomorrow. We're going to have some fun. Unless it's something big drops. But still, we're going to talk about it tomorrow. But chats, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, also hit that bell so it can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful, I do mean a beautiful and an awesome Wednesday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast, 10 p.m. ET. When we do come back with Soundblow, the Big Plume, and Sun Cypher, and on Fridays, invite me to Don't XBI en Español with Elvis Elicita Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. That's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on top of what's happening in the gaming news world. Chats, have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.